Oh, hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Bragi and I am a Viking from Northworthy, so welcome and thank you for watching. And well, today I have a Swedish folktale for you, and we all love a good Swedish folktale. And this folktale, it is called The Flying Dragon. Now, I heard this from a man from Sweden, a fur trader, last summer, when I was up in the old town of Archaeology, York, known to you and me. And I was there to go and buy and trade some amber and some furs. And I was in one of the many mead halls, sitting around a nice hearth, drinking a mead of horn, saluting the gods. And I got talking to this Swedish man called Sven, and he was telling me about his trade and about his homeland, a place I would like to visit one day. And we talked for some time. And we started, the folk around the fire, to tell each other stories, folk tales, as was the tradition, and still going today. And somebody started talking about dragons. Do we believe in dragons? Are dragons real? And of course we have all heard of the Midgard serpent, a mighty beast created by the god Loki. That is what my grandfather told me. And we were sitting around the hearth, and our Swedish man, Sven, he told us a story of when as a child he saw a dragon. And we was all thoroughly entertained by this thought. So we urged him to tell us a story of these extraordinary beasts. It happened when he was a child growing up on his father's estate in Sweden. And one day he was out in the morning and he was collecting logs for the fire. They had a nice long house with some outbuildings and some land there was growing crops on, mostly barley and wheat. And nearby was a wood, and the boy on this day was collecting wood. Collecting wood in his arms, walking back to the longhouse, making a pile. Then suddenly he started hearing this really strange sound in the distance. And to him it reminded him of a man working a bellows, like air, hot air going through a bellows. But he looked round. He did not see anything. Oh whoa, this noise, it continued to happen. And all morning he's been fetching logs. And every now and again he would hear this noise. And to him it kind of appeared to be happening over the sky, like a bellowing forth. But suddenly he was there fetching some logs and he saw a speck in the distance in the sky, and he thought, well, this is very strange. What could this be? Is it a bird? Well, it's far too big for a bird. Is it a god? Well, gods aren't known to fly, at least some of them aren't. So he continued and kind of ignored this sound and this sight in the sky until his father came out to check to see how well he was doing fetching these logs. When both his father and the son heard the same noise, and they looked up in the sky, and behold, what do you think they saw? But yes, they saw a dragon. And this was no ordinary dragon. Oh no. The dragon they saw, well, it was black. In the day sky they could see it very clearly. It had massive wings that looked like a bat, and a head, and they could just make out the eyes as big as a shield and red. And every now and again this dragon would let out a massive burst of flame from his mouth. Whoa, they thought, a sight like this we have never seen before. And the dragon, well, it was travelling from the west, and it was heading to the east, to the mountains. And the boy's father said, whoa, that dragon is travelling to a mountain, to the mountain ranges to the east, and I bet that there's a mountain of treasure on top of a mountain, of which this dragon is guarding. Well, to that thought I was amazed, said the boy, the man called Sven, the trader. The whole thought of a mountain being covered in treasure and mountain was just too much for me to take. And one day I was going to go out and walk to try to find this mountain, but my father stopped me. He said, son, he said, you cannot go and fight a dragon on your own. You are no hero. These beasts are mighty, and as long as a long ship. That is very long. And my father said that this beast, as by now my father is a Christian, for we have all been Christianized, the Vikings of Sweden, and he said that this was the devil and a beast of Satan himself. But this got me thinking about my grandfather and the old ways he worshipped, when he worshipped the gods Thor and Odin, the All-Father. And this got me thinking that perhaps that this beast was indeed a creature of the god Loki.